Jay here, bringing you a special report with news on beer or home brewing. All right, in this news report, we got some channel news, some homebrew news, craft brew news, and some news about Boston Beer Company, otherwise known as Sam Adams. And let's start with the channel news. Proud to say this channel's been up for 1 month, and just tonight we hit 1,000 views. So I'm incredibly excited about that. That's wonderful news. Glad you're watching and enjoying these videos. You know, tell your friends about it. Let's keep this channel growing. The other news about the channel is I fermented on Friday with the kit beer. I hope you all saw it. If not, I'll leave a link in the descriptions below. But I pitched my yeast about 9:15 at night. By the time I woke up in the morning, it was already actively fermenting. I've had a real good vigorous ferment with it. It's just finishing up now. I was down to about 8 seconds between bubbles tonight, and so it should be done in the next day or two, and we'll get it over in a secondary, and let's see how we do that. Now, as far as homebrewing goes, there's a little bit more news. Alabama is one of 2 states that haven't legalized homebrewing yet, but Alabama's getting real close. On May 8th, they passed, it passed their House of Representatives to legalize homebrewing. It's awaiting on a Senate vote. So if you live in Alabama and you're watching this and you want to start homebrewing, get a hold of your local senator. You know, tell them, hey, you guys got to get this onto a vote. This got to pass. We want to start homebrewing. And that leaves you, Mississippi. I don't know what's going on down south, but you know, it's time to get with the program. You guys are the last 2 holdouts. Let's get it legal down there. Let people have some fun and homebrew. So that being said, anyway, on to the craft brew news. There is a big increase in the craft brewing. In 2004, craft brew made up 3% of the U.S. beer market, and last year alone it made up 6%. So it's doubled in 7 years. In fact, last year they brewed 11.5 million barrels of craft brew. So that's great news for craft brewing. You know, it's getting more popular, which should give us all some really good beers coming up. You know, there were 250 new breweries open last year alone. You know, it's growing. So keep up the good work. And now finally, Sam Adams, Boston Beer Company. But the company has decided to expand their Cincinnati brewery. They've added some big tanks down there, and they're doing this to keep up with demand for their product and to have the flexibility to introduce some new styles. So it means some jobs for Ohio, and it means that Sam Adams is growing, which I don't know if you still consider him a craft brewer. He's coming pretty big anymore to fall still within that realm, but I think he makes some pretty good beers, and some that aren't, but that's par for the course. So that's good news there. The other good news with Sam Adams is they are planning on investing $40 to $60 million this year alone in their own infrastructure, and a lot of that money is going to go to the purchasing of new kegs. So Sam, if you're out there, if you're listening, right here, buddy, let's get it in a keg. I want a keg of this. This is so much better in a keg. I love it in bottles. I want my own keg. Just put it in a keg for me, huh? Anyway, that's all I got tonight. Oh, one more thing real quick. It's Memorial Day weekend. So tomorrow, Monday, Memorial Day, you know, make sure you, take a moment and think about those that have died for our freedoms in this country, and pay them a little bit of respect. Other than that, cheers. Have a great weekend.